Hi, friends. Today, our target is I can make observations of an object's motion and force. And so we're going to review a skill that you learned in second grade, measurement. And then we're going to apply that measurement idea to motion and force tomorrow, where we have to actually measure the how much motion something is making based on its force. So we are going to click on this today. And it will take you to this website and strolling with my nomies. All right, you're going to push play. And then we're going to start in inches today. And then you can do half as well, or centimeters as well. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and review what we learned in second grade. So whole numbers, we get to measure these pieces. So let's measure this beautiful plant right here. So whole numbers are the ones that are whole pieces. So they're not in fractions, there are no little lines in between. It is the whole number. And so with whole numbers, it is going to be the biggest line. I do want you to see that, so they're also measuring the dirt here with this flower, but the dirt doesn't start right here at the very end. It starts on the 0, so we always measure starting at 0. We don't want this little bit of measurement added into it, okay? So starting at 0, I have 1 whole inch, 2 whole inch, 3 whole inch, 4 whole inch, 5 whole inches. So I will push 5 and check it. Great. And then it will bring you back here and you're going to continue working and practicing on those. I'm going to go back today just so we can continue our lesson. The next one I want you to do is halves. Okay, and let's measure the. All right, and the ruler's going a different direction. It still is measuring, starting at 0 though. So halves are the next biggest piece. And so a half means out of 2 pieces of a whole. So look at, you have 1 piece and then 2 piece. And so a half is always the next bigger line on the ruler, and it is right in between the holes, okay? And this one, believe it or not, is so you have a half and you have 1, 1 and a half, 2, 2 and a half, 3, 3 and a half, 4. So this one's actually a whole. It doesn't even have a half. So I'm going to put 4 and check it. Good. All right, I'm going to choose another one. Let's go ahead and try this. Oh my goodness, it's a whole again. All right, ready? You have a half, 1, 1 and a half, 2. Let's check it. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and do the mouse. Oh my goodness, he again is not in a half. All right, you have a half and then 1. So this one is a full inch. We're going to be able to then measure some more. So hopefully one of these will show us a half. A half and 1. So this one doesn't either. It's a whole. Let's try a worm. There we go. So a half and 1. 1 and a half, 2, 2 and a half, 3, 3 and a half, 4, 4 and a half. Good. So on this one, you're going to push the 4. Now to put a half, you're going to put a space in between, and you're going to write 1 and then your fraction line and then a 2 on the bottom, okay? So that's how you're going to write half. So as you can see, it's one of the 2 pieces in between here. So 1 space 1/2 for all the halves, and then you check it. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to go back and you're going to continue to play the game and measure everything. Now let's go ahead and remind yourselves of what quarters are. And this is all you went up to in second grade. So we're not going to do eighths or tenths today. We're going to just go up to quarters for practice. I'm going to push play. So when I think of a quarter, I think of quarters. There are four quarters in a dollar. And that's what I always think of. And I think that's why it's called a quarter. So let's go ahead and grab our mouse. And so the quarters are now a little bit smaller than the half. It's the third smallest. As you can see, you have four of these pieces to make a whole. Ready? One quarter, two quarter, three quarter, four quarters. Okay, so four quarters make up one whole, and four quarters make up a dollar. So let's go ahead and look. So one quarter, two quarter, three quarter, a dollar. A dollar and a quarter, a dollar and a half would actually work, but it's actually two quarters as well. So let's check if that would work. So we have one space and we have two out of the four pieces. Let's see if that works. It's also a half, as you can see, because it's right in between. It's the next biggest line after a whole. Okay, so it did want you to do that. All right, let's go ahead and let's get this beautiful big plant. So here we go. One quarter, two quarter, three quarter, one whole. One and a quarter, one and two quarters, one and three quarters, two. Two and a quarter, two and two quarters, two and three quarters, and a whole, three. Three and a quarter, three and two quarters. So three, space, and you have two of the four. Right? Which is also, if we look, is a half. Right? And so that is what you're going to do today. You're going to go ahead and practice those measurement skills that you learned in second grade. And then you're going to also do centimeters, which is whole numbers and halves. Again, you didn't learn about eighths completely or tenths in second grade. So just work up to the quarters. You're going to practice those measurement skills so you are able to apply them to measuring the motion of something based on force. So you're going to use different types of force and lengths away to see how far something goes. And so that will be our lesson tomorrow. I hope you have fun.